Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stav and welcome to my series called Finding the Perfect Carry Gun. This is episode 5 and in this episode we're doing something a little bit different. Normally what I do in this series is I test out a gun at the range, I do the same course of fire in every single video so that it's fair, and then if I shoot an 80 or higher for my score, I carry it for the week and I show you guys a few different ways that I carry it that week. This week, because I'm comparing two guns that are pretty similar, I decided to do it in one video, to have both guns in the same video, and then whichever one I shoot best at the range, I'm gonna carry that one. Because they're so similar in size, it just didn't make sense to carry one week and then one the other week because it'll be really similar. Before we get started, I just wanted to ask if you're enjoying my content to please subscribe to my channel. It really helps to support what I'm doing here at She Equips Herself and helps me to keep doing what I'm doing. Any engagement you guys have with my videos, like likes or comments, also really helps. So I appreciate you guys and let's get into it. So today I'm going to be showing you the Glock 43, very popular carry gun, as well as the Walther PPS, another very well loved carry gun. And just so you guys know what I'm talking about, if I hold them up, you can see they're very similar in size. So here's the Glock, and here's the Walther. I'm gonna put their specs right here so you can see them both side by side and see the exact numbers if you're interested in that. All in all, concealing these two would be the same thing, like it's the same deal. I'm not gonna be showing you anything different with this one than I would with this one because they'll carry very similar. You can tell that just by looking at them. But I took these both to the range today and put them through my little test. It was very exciting, and you guys are going to see which one I shot better, but let's talk about them a little bit. So just for comparison, because you guys know if you are a fan of my channel and you've been watching my videos, that I normally carry the Glock 42. So I have that here just so you can see what the difference is between the 42 and the 43. The 42 is a 380, so smaller caliber than the 43, which is a 9mm. But size-wise, I'm going to put this one here. Size-wise, they're pretty similar. The 42 is a little bit shorter, so the 42 is this one in the front. But similar size, so carrying these two would also be a little bit similar. The grip on the 43 is a little thicker than the 42 because it has to accommodate a magazine for a 9mm versus a 380. So they're similar, but the Glock 42 is smaller. So I really enjoy shooting the 42. It's a very smooth, easy shooter. I scored really well when I did this one in episode 1, the 42, and so I was interested to see how I did with the 43. I've shot a Glock 43 in the past, and I just remembered it wasn't my favorite. At the time, I was carrying a Smith & Wesson Shield, and I prefer the Shield over the 43. But I gave it another shot today, and so here are some thoughts I had on the 43 as I was shooting it. First of all, and I know a lot of people say this about Glocks, the grip is just not super comfortable. Glocks are very blocky, and it's very noticeable, especially when you put it up against a Walther, because if you look at the grip of the Walther, it's just so much more ergonomical. It just fits my hand better. The Glock is just blocky. I think my husband says all the time, it's like a bar of soap. Like, they're very blocky, nothing special about the grip. It's just not a comfortable grip for me. My reloads with the Glock 43 were very smooth, no problem there. Magazines for Glocks, super easy to reload. I always liked Glock magazines for that reason. The magazine pops right out when you hit the mag release, I like that. Not a fan of the stock trigger. My husband usually switches out our Glock triggers or does things to them to make them smoother. The stock trigger in the Glock 43 is not comfortable to me. It's a little pinchy. Didn't love that. But I shot it pretty well. I could easily carry this. It's definitely not as comfortable to shoot for me as the Glock 42. I say this in every video I do, but I have very small hands. I'm a small person, I'm 5'2". So if you have small hands like me, the Glock 43 might be a tad uncomfortable. But the more I shot it, the more comfortable it got, and I did mention that as I was shooting as well. So I did a 50-round warm-up with the Glock 43 and then did 2 50-round courses of fire, so all in all, I fired 150 rounds out of it. Then I switched to the Walther PPS, and almost instantly I could tell that this gun was going to be more comfortable to shoot. By the time I got to this gun, my hand was a little bit sore. It's still a little red from shooting the Glock 43. So my hand was a little bit sore by the time I put it onto this gun, but the grip, comfortable. My pinky falls off the flush magazine for both the PPS and the Glock 43. As I shoot it from the recoil, my pinky will drop and then I'll be holding it like that. It happened with both guns. I think it was a little more dramatic with the PPS. You can see here my pinky doesn't stay on as well just when I'm holding it. So I definitely enjoyed shooting the PPS with the pinky extension a lot more than with the flush magazine. The thing is, when I carry a gun, I usually use the flush magazine because that just makes it easier to conceal, just having a shorter grip, because the grip is what's going to stick out when you're trying to conceal a gun. But just something to be aware of. My pinky did fall off. If you have bigger hands, that's probably definitely going to happen for you, because I have small hands and you can see there it's already falling off. I said to my husband, like, I could shoot this gun all day long. It was a joy to shoot. It's very shootable. No problems with it being uncomfortable. My hand fits it well. My hand fits both guns really well, actually. I can reach all the controls on both guns. If you guys saw my video last week, I did not have that same experience with a couple guns that I've tried so far, but I can reach everything on both these guns totally fine. I can access the slide stop and lock the slide to the rear on both guns, so no problem there. One thing you might notice when I'm shooting this gun is there's a clip on it. Let me just show you. So we borrowed this from a cousin and he put this clip here so you can carry it that way. That got caught in my belly band a couple times when I was trying to reholster in the beginning, just because I wasn't used to it, but then I accommodated for it and I could reholster no problem. But obviously it wouldn't come with this if you just bought the gun. That's something that he added on there. One thing that the Walther PPS has that I really like, so let me show you one cool feature about the Walther. So you can see here it has that little dot. It's actually a rod on the back of the back plate of the slide. So what happens is when you have your finger on the trigger, or if anything is pushing the trigger to the rear, you're gonna see, just watch here, it'll start to move backwards. You can see it. You can see it sticking out now. And then it fires. So one thing that's really nice about that, so the cool thing about that feature is that if you're going to reholster and say your clothing or something gets caught inside your trigger guard and is starting to push the trigger to the rear, if you reholster with your thumb on the back of that back plate and something's pushing the trigger, you can feel it. So if I'm going to reholster and fabric or whatever is getting caught and pushing the trigger to the rear, I can instantly feel it against my thumb as I'm reholstering, and I can take it back out and fix whatever the problem is before I have an accident. So that's a nice little feature that Walther has there that I really like. The Glock 42 does not have that, but that's just a little note. If you like that sort of thing, the Walther does have that, and I think that that's a nice feature. I didn't have a malfunction with either of these two firearms. They both shot great. It's just that the Walther was more comfortable in my hand. I enjoyed shooting it a lot more, but you guys will see my score now because we're gonna head to the range, and I'll see you after. All right guys, I'm here at the range. I'm gonna start my warm up with the highly requested Glock 43. Okay, here was my first run. This one at the top was one of my last shots.
That was during the double?
Yep.
Thoughts?
It's definitely more comfortable the more I shoot it. During my warm-up, it was pretty uncomfortable, but the more I shot it, I got more comfortable with it. All right, here we go. Round number 2 with the Glock 43. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better this time. I did better that time. Not bad, huh? Okay guys, here are my scores. My first run, I missed 7 times and I got an 86. And my second run, I had 4 misses and I got a 92, which I'm pretty proud of because during my warm-up, I just was not confident with this gun at all. By the way, Glock magazines are much easier to load than almost any other magazine, in my opinion.
Last round.
I didn't even use this. Okay guys, now I'm gonna start my warm-up with the Walther PPS, which I've never shot before. It was my first time loading it, shooting it, all that. So let's do a warm-up. Let's see how I do. That went in nice. Nice trigger. Load's nice. Maybe. I missed that one. I flinched. My pinky's going under the magazine again, but it did that with the Glock too, didn't it?
I think it did, but doesn't do it with the shield.
It doesn't. Woo! Getting sweaty. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit. What are you smiling at?
Your first headshot?
I know, I got, I think 5 out of 7 rounds in here just now.
Yeah, but the first one was that one that was perfectly in the middle.
This is my warm-up, guys.
So I was smiling ever since you did that shot.
It feels good.
Alright, first thoughts?
It feels really comfortable. The back strap is hurting palm of my hand a little bit, but I don't know if that's just because I just shot the Glock and now I'm shooting this and it's just a lot. I don't know. I'm shooting so much with the small 9mm. My hand's starting to hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna power through and we're gonna do run number 1 with the Walther. All right guys, I'm gonna load up the PPS and do my first course of fire with it. Wish me luck.
Oh, you did that one-handed with a pinky falling off.
You proud of me?
Yeah. Almost headbutted the camera there.
Alright, I'm pretty proud of that. I didn't want to miss at all. It's a really comfortable shooter. I feel like I could shoot this gun all day long. And as we were reloading my magazines, I kept saying to Mac, I love this gun. This was like my third to last shot. Does that count? Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. So I'm gonna try to get my first 100. Now I feel like I put pressure on myself.
Just good trigger control.
Okay. Okay, round number 2 with the Walther PPS. Did I do it? I did it! It's touching. I did it. Right? Do you confirm it?
I haven't scored your target yet. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, I gotta look. This one's under review.
Look,
it's under review.
It broke the line. Look at that.
We will look closer at the.
Right, here are my 2 targets. My first run I had either a 94 or a 96, depending on whether or not these two, the 2 or that one was a hit.
Well, both could be disputed.
And this is my second run. I think I got 100, but maybe a 98. Maybe they should let us know in the comments what they think.
Yep.
Is that a hit or not? Here we go. All right, you guys let us know. What did I score? Hi guys, it's day 1 carrying the Walther, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that it does fit in my little MacGyver bag. I love these bags. This is how I carry much of the time. That's how I carry my Glock 42, and this is one of the reasons I switched to the Glock 42, is because it fits perfectly in this bag. So I moved the holster down a little bit in the back pocket where I have the lock zipper, and that's just what allows me to access the Walther right there in the back pocket, all by itself inside a Velcro holster. The holster's attached right there to the bag. And I'm just wearing leggings and a black tank top with this blue shirt on top. Very simple little weekday outfit. I just always like to practice my draw a few times, especially if I'm like carrying a new gun for the series. So that's how I'm gonna carry today. Very simple. I love this bag for so many reasons. I can access my gun in the car if I had to because it doesn't get in the way of the seat belt. It leaves my hands free, so I can just walk around with my hands free. There's so many things I love about this bag. It's very secure and tight to my body. So right now I'm on my way to a cafe to do some editing for my other channel. If you didn't know, I have a second channel, and we're going through the book of Mark on that channel verse by verse. So I'm gonna edit chapter 4 today. If you wanna join me over there, the link is in the description, and I'd appreciate having you over there. Right. Hi guys, so it's later in the week. I've been carrying the Walther mostly in that bag, to be honest, just because I love carrying in that bag. It's convenient, it's just amazing. But I did want to show you another way to carry the Walther because I'm wearing my Alexo Athletic leggings today, which are designed for concealed carry. So they do have pockets on the side, which I really like, but there's a holster pocket in the waistband, and that's where you put your gun. They make a DeSantis trigger guard that I definitely recommend getting, and that's what goes in this pocket to protect your trigger. So I'm going to put the Walther in there and show you how it conceals. I've shown these leggings in a lot of my videos, so check out my other videos if you want to learn more about them. And then I've just got this thin jacket on top. It holds it really tight to my body, and it's just a really comfortable and easy way to carry if you wear leggings a lot, which I do. So I think I have a discount code for Alexo Athletica. I'll put it in my favorite things link below. So if you want to check these out, if you want to get a pair, you can get a discount. But if you don't want to get leggings that are for concealed carry, if you get a sticky holster, which I definitely have a discount for, you can just put these in any leggings with like a rugged waistband. So I slip the gun in there, put the sticky holster inside my waistband, and that conceals just as well. So lots of options. It's not hard to conceal at all because of its size. I loved shooting it, you guys. It was a very enjoyable gun to shoot. As far as weight, it's heavier than my Glock 42 that I normally carry, so that is a tad noticeable, especially if you're carrying in a bag. On my waist in these leggings, it's not as noticeable because it's like super tight to my body. And because of the rugged waistband, I don't really notice all that much. But if you carry it in a bag, you might notice the weight, especially if it's putting a lot of weight on one shoulder. But I really enjoyed shooting this gun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching my experience with it. Just a quick reminder, I still have a spring sale going on for my online courses, so click the link below where I have all the information for the sale so you guys don't miss it. I think it's 40% off both courses, and the bundle, if you want to do both at once, it's even cheaper, so just check that out. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos, and let me know down below, do you like the 2 guns per video thing, or do you prefer the 1? Do you like me to sprinkle in videos where there's 2 guns versus 1? And let me know if you have any experience with either of these guns and what you thought of them, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe. Bye!